a story was told about a man who died. He died and went to heaven. And then the angel, St. Peter, needed to, take him around heaven, since it's his new apartment or new abode. So they began their journey. They got to the first room, and the man noticed that everybody in that room was busy. They were so busy to the point that they couldn't eat, no time to eat. They couldn't even raise their eyes to look at the next person. They were busy working. And the man was surprised, and in his surprise he turned to St. Peter and said, "What is happening here?" And St. Peter replied, "This is a petition reception room. It is where all the petitions pass before getting to God. It is where they are sorted." Then the man said, "Wow." And then they continued their journey. And then they got to the second department, or the second room. Almost the same thing happening in the first room was what was happening there. All the angels in that room were busy working. And then the man turned to St. Peter again and said, "What is happening here again?" And St. Peter replied, saying, "This is the response room. This is where prayers are answered from. The angels here will saw the prayers and, begin to answer. The person looking for a child, the person that wants to build a house, the person that wants to buy the latest car, the person that is looking for husband and wife and all of that. This is where, when God answers prayer, he shifts it to this room, and these people will distribute them and all of that." And the man said, "Oh, wow, interesting." And then they continued. They got to the third department, the third room. And when they got to that room, all the angels in that room were all sleeping. Those who were not sleeping were busy, they were chatting up, they were gisting and, enjoying themselves. And the man, surprisingly again, turned to St. Peter and said, "This is injustice. How can those ones be so busy? This one can't even go and help them. Why are they sleeping? Why are they not doing anything? No work for them." And St. Peter turned and replied to him and said, "These are angels in charge of receiving gratitude. They are the angels in charge of receiving praises. They are the angels in charge of receiving thanksgiving and presenting them to God." He said, "They are sleeping because there is no work for them. Human beings hardly remember to give thanks to God after their request have been granted." Then the man broke into tears because he himself was also guilty.